On this episode of Home Dad Chat, with the fact that we are now past the 4th of July, we have at this point come into the place of being only a few months off from HomeDadCon. I believe 3 months to act is where we are at, which is crazy stressful.
If there was any one person or one position that I wish that we could pay to have in place, I would find a way to pay Keith to remain as committee chair every year. And
He,
I'm not exaggerating because the
he's
thing
good at it.
is,
He's really good at
he
it.
is good at it. He's organized. He's smart.
So I'm going to leave everybody with this. One, homedadcon.org is where you can go to buy tickets and get more information about the convention. Welcome to Home Dad Chat, brought to you by the National At Home Dad Network. My name is Brock,
My name is Danny.
and we are here to talk about life as stay-at-home dads. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, I don't want much. I even love handmade crafts made of macaroni. Come on now, you should know me. Times I might eat too much. No worry about my weight. Got the dad bod rocking on me. Sketches on my feet. Cargo shorts look good on me. I'm a dad, that's what I do.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Happy 4th of July. Hope it was a good time for you. Lots of fireworks and hot dogs and hamburgers and
250, baby.
tofu burgers and I don't know, whatever else people eat. There's all kinds of stuff. Watermelon and drinking sodas, and beers, and
Sodas.
lots
I
of
don't know.
water. Are you a pop guy? Is it pop or soda up there?
I don't care what it is here. It's Coke.
Oh, it's Coke. That's down
It's
south. That is such a south
That's
thing. That's a
that's me.
southern thing.
Yeah, that is a southern thing
It's
because
Coke.
we used to go and tour the Coca-Cola bottling plants.
Oh
That was
yeah,
like a
okay.
field trip. There was Underground Atlanta sponsored. There was Coca. I mean, everything was Coca-Cola. Yeah, either that or when if you were real old, you would call it a red drink. A
Oh
red
my.
drink, really. Got a ham sandwich and a red drink, and red drink was, of course, the red Coca-Cola can. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. That's a new
yeah.
one. I haven't heard that one before.
Well, you shouldn't have, and it shouldn't be said because it's ridiculous, but it's very redneck. That's what we do,
I
you know.
remember that. I'll remember that when I'm down south next time.
Yeah,
It's
nobody will get it unless they're old. If they're, older
they're
than me,
older.
old too. Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it
There
was
you go.
the man that used to cut my great grandmother's grass. Is he told me, he goes, no, she just pays me this much money and a ham sandwich and a red drink. And that's where I heard it. I'm like, oh, all right. I'll go ask her for your ham sandwich and red drink, sir. Yeah. But no,
I
here it's
okay.
soda here. I'm pretty
It's
sure it's
soda.
soda here. Because I
Yeah,
swear, if
it's
any of my family asks me for a pop, I give them one. I'm ready. I need an
yeah, it's
excuse. No, they were asked. No, they were literally voice asked me for a pop, so I popped them.
it's so weird. Different regions. It's all kinds of things. Never,
Yeah.
never a Pepsi though. Never is it like,
No, why would it be? Pepsi's gross.
I don't
Mm.
know exactly. There you go.
RC though. I remember RC and a moon pie. I don't know if you ever had that. That's
That's
definitely
old.
southern.
That's definitely a Southern thing. I know that
Yeah.
one, but I've never ordered that one.
Yeah. We used to have that
But
as a kid. Very rarely, but yeah.
but always,
Royal Cola.
that's the nice part about the summer, especially 4th of July. You have big picnic or whatever, and everybody brings all kinds of good old stuff. And
And make fun of people for how they say it.
exactly, exactly.
Was that just me?
Well,
That's probably just me. Yeah.
with the fact that we are now past the 4th of July, we have at this point come into the place of being only a few months off from Home HomeDadCon. I believe 3 months to act is where we are at, which is crazy.
Yep. A couple days. It'll be 3 months exactly.
But here we are, and it'll be here before you know it. There's still registration still open. Deadline for the scholarship closed.
Yep.
Registration for the 5K is still open. That's another one. Kind of looking forward to that. I don't know what the route is. I haven't talked to Kyle Denny and seen what's going on there. And actually, I need to try to get him on the show and talk a little bit about the 5K and to just see what kind of preparations being done there. I don't know if anybody
Hmm.
else like closer to Chicago is helping him with that or what, but
Yeah, he's done a lot of work, and I think he and Chris Griffin both have walked it, and they have a pretty good idea of where they want to go. So
Cool.
it's good knowing in advance too. Again, going out there and just walking the streets the only way to know. I mean, you look at a map and you don't know what you're going to get into. It's better for them. So yeah, I think they've got a really. The thing is, like with everything, we do it the first time, and we like, oh, we should have done this and this instead. And then
Yeah.
we add things every year where we make it better. Now it still is just a fun run. There are legal things saying about if you're officially putting on a 5K for your nonprofit, there's a lot of stuff that you need to do. And if you're having a certain number of people join you, yeah, you got to go permits and all that kind of stuff. And that's not really what we want to do. We just want to get out and run together.
Yeah.
So
We're just a
it's
run
been
club.
a lot of work for them, and they've done, I think, really put in the effort this year. I
That's
think it's
cool.
going to be the best ever.
It's
So
the
yeah.
third one. Was that third time's a charm, I guess? Is that
Mhm.
good? Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely, it'll be a lot of fun, especially being up in the Chicago area. First of October. Hopefully, it'll be pretty cool for the most part. Nothing too crazy
Yeah.
hot. So,
Probably will be cool. Probably will not be snow. There's never
not
been
snow, but
snow
definitely
that early.
windy.
But yeah,
Definitely windy.
definitely bring a jacket for sure and a hoodie and a
Hmm.
windbreaker.
Wind coming off the lake is definitely no joke in
Yeah.
Chicago for sure.
And I'm doing the 5K virtual this year again because I just don't have time during the convention. There's too
Right.
many
Yeah. You're a
things
busy guy.
that I'm trying to get done. Or honestly, that might be the one morning I get to sleep a little. You know,
Yeah.
I might decide, oh, I could get up at 5:30 and go run at 6, or I could just sleep till 6:30, and that would be cool.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and I
but
think
I
that
think it's
the
great that we offer a virtual option.
yeah, I was gonna say the virtual option's great because anybody can, be a part of that. You can do it at home. You don't have to be a dad if you're just
Hmm.
wanting to support what the funds are going towards. Fathers overcoming adversity and how that plays out. Like I was talking with some guys actually at Father's Eve about it and was just like, yeah, like we do this 5K and a few of the guys were like, "Oh, do I have to go to the convention to do that?" We're like, "No, you can do it at home." "Oh, that's cool. Send me the link. I'll have to check that out." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Nice.
That's a great way to promote it. And I think that's something any of the dads who were around other dads who were like, "Hey, maybe you can't come to this, but you can be a part of this thing." Yeah. So that's one way. It's just a one way to kind of grow the 5K into what it is. It's always been a lot of fun. You get, and I believe you get participation stuff with that. I don't know all the levels or anything. That's why we need to have Kyle on so that him and Chris can come in and actually talk about those details because I don't know them. But
You
yeah,
don't
so
want to get
that's
called out for saying something
I'm
incorrect.
definitely yeah, I don't want to get called out for saying something incorrect. I have taken my wet noodle lashes for that one already. Anyway, so yeah, lots of great speakers have been announced. If you've read the newsletter as of late, there's all kinds of listings of all the speakers in there,
Hmm.
but definitely some very just exciting presenters. I think it's funny. I love Kieran Ocampa's breakout photo with his colorful hat with a spinner top on it for doing the balloon twisting. That might be one of my favorite photos of all the speakers so far.
Good, good, because it's a good photo.
It
It's
is a
very
good
well done.
photo. You look very regal in your speaker photo, sir, with the
Oh, did I get a speaker photo? Okay, yeah.
this looks like you're holding are you holding a cigar? Is that what's going on in that photo?
Nope.
I can't.
Just that's where the photographer said, hold your hand like this and pretend you
Okay.
have a
It
cigar. And I'm like, oh, I can pretend I have a cigar. I can go get a cigar. We could just do it. He goes, no, we just want you. So yeah, it's an official photographer said stand like this
okay.
pose.
Very
That's what it is.
professional. Very professional
Right?
looking.
Yeah, I thought so
Very
too. And
very
the
Freudian of you.
Scandinavian sweater.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the guy was like, oh, that's perfect. You got to wear that. I'm like, I don't. Okay, that's
It's
fine.
Chicago, man. It's gonna be balmy, you gotta who knows? But yeah, there's lots of great speakers. Corey and I are gonna be there speaking as well. We're excited to do that. We'll have an RN on the panel with us that's locally from Chicago. So that'll be just an extra added depth to that conversation. We've got some repeat customers coming back, repeat speakers actually. Saw where Jordan Brown and Amy Dell are coming back. But they were in St. Louis, I believe, last time, weren't they?
The
They
last one they
weren't.
came to was St. Louis. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
St.
then they
Louis.
came to Cincinnati too. I think it was
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they've been to
remember the.
two. This will be their third.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I remember them in St. Louis. Like they They had a great talk there, so that'll
Hmm.
be another good one to have. And
Yeah,
yeah,
they're I'm really looking forward to them because this is a subject that we've been trying to make sure that we address in so many ways. And it basically is the sex talk. We start out with a lot of guys going around that subject without really just saying, I want to have better sex or I want to have more sex. And I'm obviously very open and obvious about that stuff. I don't get embarrassed talking about sex. And while that's great, like the physical act is very important. And beyond that, though, the real issue that a lot of us run into is intimacy.
yeah,
Creating emotional intimacy, which is incredibly important, and that's kind of where they're focusing. They're going to go more into that, and they were willing to talk about whatever, but I think that really is something that we can address regularly. I mean, I think that
yeah,
and hair braiding could be every year. It
true.
really is. It's just something that we are constantly looking at, needing more information and more speakers on. So I was really happy they agreed to come.
Yeah. I think them being there and then having Rebecca Miller, the RN for perimenopause with Corey and I think those we're gonna have it's gonna be a nice both of those keynotes. There's a lot that will I don't know if it'll overlap, but it'll definitely walk beside each other in different things.
Yeah.
So just, so this was kind of interesting. Last night, Corey and I were talking about some different things with some just different lotions for helping with perimenopause or different other medication type of stuff. And we were talking about a friend of ours who their significant other was is going through some things. And so I was talking with him about it. And she was just like, they should just go buy the yam cream that I use. And you just basically every day for 5 minutes in the evening before bed, rub her feet with it
Hmm.
because because that way it'll help them out. Yeah, it's a specific kind of thing. It's like a yam cream. Corey will talk about it. I guarantee it at the convention. She knows more about it than me,
I
but
think she's mentioned it before because the phrase yam cream doesn't come up often, but I know
no, it
I've
doesn't
heard
come
it
up
and I
often.
think I heard it here.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So that was kind of thing. It was like, and it clicked in my head. I was like, actually, it's kind of an intimate sort of time there to just,
Hmm.
hey, let me just rub your feet for 5 minutes type of deal.
Mm.
And,
Yeah. And the
just
and the
having that
the
opportunity.
humility that shows, which
Yeah.
is very difficult for a lot of people. But when you're in a close relationship, being able to one serve, which is very important, but also letting someone help you or serve you in that way. Letting
Sure.
someone rub your feet. And a lot of people go, oh God, yeah, do it anytime you want. They're aching all the time. I'm on my feet all day long and I get that. But there's like you said, a level of intimacy that comes with that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're looking to create and prosper. And that understanding of, hey, I don't know exactly what you're going through, or maybe I do, but I know you're struggling and I know it's difficult. And while I'm not feeling it, I want to help you in whatever way I can. So let me
Yeah.
rub your feet.
Yeah.
That builds
So
intimacy.
exactly. So that'll be good to hear those two conversations. I'm excited to see Matt Lofi is coming back.
Yep.
I'm actually going to go see him and Sean Diddy actually at the end of July. Going to spend a couple of days up in Columbus hanging out with those two guys.
Are you going for any, let's say, show that we
No,
might have talked about? You, me, and Sean might have talked about? No? Drag
no,
show.
no. Nope.
Okay.
I'm just going up there to hang out and check out his new speakeasy setup or whatever that he's got at his
Yeah.
house and I don't know. Just spend some time with those two because it's been a minute easily
Yeah.
that since we actually hung out.
It's good to see them back up and podcasting again. They've had a couple of good
Yeah,
episodes come back out, so that's cool.
definitely, definitely. Oh, speaking of people being seen in sort of a media light, from the guys who do the YouTube miniseries that we were a part of back in Crikey, Milwaukee, was that right? Is that where they came and shot that
Uh,
at? I think.
you haven't said their name, so I don't want to assume you mean Turf Valley.
Turf Valley. Yeah.
Okay, and it was Milwaukee.
Okay. So one of the guys from Turf Valley who actually was a part of the coming to the convention, Vince,
Hmm.
he is actually in a very cool period piece show that's coming out. And I was looking for it actually because I saw him pop up on his feed. But basically, he's doing a sort of a beginning of the country type of film. Sort of kind of goes along with the 250 and just
I was gonna say good timing, yeah.
yeah. But I saw it pop up and I was like, "Oh, dude, like you have a period piece movie coming up? That's really cool." It's actually called 1780, a Revolutionary War thriller, it says. And you can catch it on Amazon, Apple, Google Play, all that kind of stuff. And I was talking with him through Messenger. It was just like, dude, like I would make sure to mention the fact that you're in this show. I mean, it's got a lot of people. It's got a very controversial lead person. Kevin Spacey's in it. I'm sure that'll definitely make some people not want to watch it. I don't know. But just one of the guys from Turf Valley is actually in the movie. Something interesting to check out. I like period piece stuff, especially stuff surrounding war and that. So I'm
It's
always
very dad of
curious.
you. It's
It
very
is
dad
very,
of you. It really
I know, right? Well, that was so I went bowling actually on Thursday with a bunch of guys from my church, and one of the dads there, we talked World War II almost the entire time we were
yeah.
bowling. It was hilarious. So because him and his dad actually went over to Normandy recently and just they went over to see the graves of some of their family members and stuff like that. So I was like, that's cool. And so he was telling me all about the different things, and they did the Band of Brothers tour while they were over
Yeah.
there. And I was like,
That's cool.
that would
Yeah.
be definitely one to go check out for sure.
Yeah,
So
I found that show really interesting because even my wife will watch it with me. It's
yeah,
just such a intense drama. And there are, I mean, obviously it's war. People are dying and it's rough in a lot of points, but I too
sure.
love war movies because I'm a dad and I love that. And then also they made the Pacific, which is
That's a great
just
series.
really, yeah, they're both really just very deeply drama, character driven things that, okay, we know history, what happened, but what did the people in that moment, what were they thinking of? What was happening to
Hmm.
them in that emotional, especially with Band of Brothers, when you lose someone who is literally, you're like a brother to you.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Just
Yeah,
amazing.
Band of Brothers, I feel like it's that along with watching Saving Private Ryan, they butt up against each other so well.
Right. Yeah. And I have to believe there was some inspiration there from one to the other.
Well, yeah,
Um,
I mean, you got Tom Hanks basically involved in both those projects, so that
right.
makes total sense for sure. But yeah, so you can't go wrong with memorial stuff like that. So
And also Vin Diesel.
yeah, he's in it too.
You can't, he was in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, that's right. He was like really young. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was before he hit like all the racing and I am Groot stuff. So
Racing. Ra- Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah,
What
that
about
stuff.
Riddick? You seen
Riddick,
any of
yes,
the Riddick
that's another
movies?
good one.
God, those were freaking,
Triple
that first one
triple
was
triple X is another one.
frightening. I mean, frightening. That first Riddick movie was just, I mean, I'm like, okay, I don't want to live anywhere where it's permanent, where it's completely dark for days at a time and creatures come out only because light hurts them. Oh God,
You know,
yeah, I don't
I
want.
blame him actually for content creators doing extreme things and getting hurt or doing just extreme things in general. Because
You blame Vin
in
Diesel for that?
yeah, in the streaming of it, he was the one that was like videoing him stealing a car and
In
like
the
jumping it
movie?
off the
Yeah,
bridge in the
yeah.
movie and
Triple X.
and then parachuting down and everything. None of that was going on prior to that. Then he made it cool or whatever, and people
Are you
started doing
sure?
weird stuff. I don't know. That's just me being an old man, I guess.
Because I feel fairly strongly that he took inspiration from morons in real life.
I don't think anybody. I don't know. It was so long ago. I don't remember anybody else doing that. So who knows? Anyway, here comes the Googling.
I'm just checking. When did Vin Diesel play in Triple X? 2002. So yeah, there were a few. And that I don't
That's
remember
a
the
while
name of
ago.
the show.
It
Well, the
was
guys
Triple
are
X.
just the other show where people that's a series of guys just hurting themselves.
Oh,
Um,
Jackass?
yes. Yeah, that's it, Jackass. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
they're still
asshole, but I didn't think
dude,
that
they're
was
still
right.
around. Johnny Knoxville,
Yeah, they're
he's the
technically alive.
Yeah, well, Steve-O's doing a tour here with something Crash Test Dummies or something like that. And you got Johnny Knoxville as the host of Fear Factor, and they're doing all kinds of stuff still.
Well,
Wee
that was
Man's
started
running
in
around.
2000, so I'm just going to say we could blame Jackass for it, and I'd be much happier than blaming Triple X
Fine,
because
we'll blame Johnny Knoxville. He'll take it. He's
Jackass, what? It's just I cannot. I've not watched a single episode of that show. Every time it comes on, I see what the commercial or ad, or even what they're doing now because they'll reference back to how they started, and I'm like, you guys are stupid. You just I cannot. There are literal YouTube channels to tell you not to do stupid things, to show you examples of people
Oh
doing
yeah.
stupid things, and you know it's coming. You don't. There's no music. You just see a guy on a roof, see a kid on a roof with a trash bag, and he looks at it and he jumps off, and tries to parachute with it, and it crashes into the bushes. Or a guy
I
cutting down a tree because he thinks I can do this myself. Sure, buddy.
I will say some of my favorite ones from Jackass are the high five around the corner from in the hallway with the big hand. Have you seen that one at
I
all?
literally have never seen an episode of that show. I
Oh
thought
my gosh.
I
Okay.
clarified that. That's I would not watch that show. You couldn't pay me to watch that show.
I laugh at all that stuff. My kids and I sit down and watch Fail Army and whatnot just for a good
Yeah, now
chuckle.
Fail Army. I made sure to watch that around my kids and let them watch it because I wanted them to go, look, you see these people? You
Yeah,
see them?
don't
How
do
they're
that.
doing moronic things? I need you to not do these moronic things.
I
Of
used
course, they
Fail Army to teach my kids how not to do these
just
things.
don't do these things. Come on, look at that. You know that's going to go wrong. And it was funny because after a few episodes or a few whatever, they were like, "Oh yeah, don't do that, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's going. Oh yeah. Ah,
Yeah,
that guy's
it's
not
like
getting up."
it's like your kid being like, "I can jump over that." Oh, don't do that. That's not good. But I
Mm-mm.
can do it. I'm telling you, it's not going to end well.
It's my responsibility to warn you of the dangers in life and then help you when you hurt yourself. To
Hey, do
be
you want
here
me to
when you do those stupid
Yeah. Do
things.
you want me to record this while you do it too?
Right. Hey, by the way, would you mind if I monetized your absolute dropping onto the ground? Yeah,
We
that'd be
can send
cool.
it in to Bob Saget. Maybe we'll win a few
Oh
thousand
God,
dollars.
I couldn't
What?
handle that show either.
Oh, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Mm.
I couldn't handle it only because they always picked the dumbest, like nothing funny. It was just like there was some just sappy story as to why that family was winning money. It was had nothing to do with actual like the post credit reel of videos were 1,000 times more funnier than the
Yeah,
final three every time.
I
So
would. I'm not sure, but I believe you because I really didn't watch it that deeply, but or remember it probably. But yeah, and it was not funny. That's just this is not a funny video. And for me too, I can't laugh at watching people get hurt. I can look at it and go, "Oh, you idiot," but I can't gut guffaw. Oh, he's falling on his face, or oh, she got run over by a shopping cart. I just can't. That doesn't make me laugh. When you know what it is, though. Here's the old joke, right? Here's the old thing about jokes in general. Is it funny when a fat man slips on a banana peel? Not to the fat man, right? And that's a statement of how humor works. And if you're the butt of the joke, so to speak, it's going to hurt you. And I think that's me. I empathize with the people that are getting hurt too much to appreciate that the I mean, you're going to jump into a frozen above ground pool.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to jump
that's gonna go
in.
well.
I'm going to break through the ice and I'll have a cold plunge. Ha. No, it's above ground. It's solid for at least 2 feet down. You could put a car on it right now, and all it would do was push the water out from underneath it, but it will not break through the ice. Come on. And they're like,
Yeah,
crack. I'm like, ooh, you're going to the emergency room. You busted your tailbone. But again, that's old people. That's what it is. I've always been old in
true.
some way, and that's I don't laugh when people get hurt.
We never see that at HomeDadCon, do we? Guys doing
People
silly
getting
things
hurt?
like that. Doing silly
No,
things? I don't know.
no, very rarely. We
Yeah,
are a very, what would be the word, self-policing community. We look at what's going on
true.
around us. We are caretakers. We're caregivers, I should say. I always say caretaker. We're caregivers, and we will step up when someone is drinking too much or is
That's true, yeah.
saying something or doing something. If they're going to get hurt or if they're going to hurt somebody else, even if they're just hurting their feelings, we always have people that step up and go, "Hey, let's not do that. No, don't jump in the pool like that. Don't no."
It is
And
a
I
very
think
safe place. It's not a big frat party, that's for
it
sure.
really isn't. It really, and we have a lot of alcohol relatively speaking, involved with, the
Sure.
convention different, but it's again very specific. This is a tasting. We want you to taste this beer. We're not trying to get drunk. And you might get drunk because there's a lot of tasting, but it's experiencing other people's almost culture and how their beer was produced locally. And it's so different. Like you said, it's not a frat party. And
Yeah.
if someone's drinking too much, we're just going to say, hey, buddy, love you, but you need to sit for a bit and
I'll
just,
tell you the one person you got to watch out for when it comes to serving you different tastings over time and sitting is Eric Shorberg. That dude is notorious for just sit there, I'll bring you something. And by the time you're done, you're like, I can't get up out of this chair now. Thanks a lot, Eric. I appreciate that.
yep.
He served me very well in Cincinnati when I
Yeah.
was running the convention that year. And he was
You
like,
need
just
to
sit
sit
here, man. I'll
down.
bring you stuff. I'm like,
I'll get you
okay.
something. Yep. I'll get
Like, I'm
you
glad
a
I've only got
beer.
to walk 3 doors down to my room right now.
Right. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
always fun. It is always a good
And you
time. And
needed that, by the way. You
oh
needed
yeah,
that.
no, that is a very stressful. So for anybody that goes to the convention, especially for this year, Keith is running things.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Got it
dude,
all.
give that guy a hug, shove a cigar in his pocket, like
Yeah.
give him a handshake, tell him thank you for all the hard work. And there are of course plenty of other people who are on the planning committee
Hmm.
as well. But when you have the maestro being the one directing things, it can be very daunting and it can be
If
very stressful.
if there was any one person or one position that I wish that we could pay to have in place, I would find a way to pay Keith to remain as committee chair every year. And
He,
I'm not exaggerating because the
he's
thing
good at
is,
it. He's really good at
he
it.
is good at it. He's organized. He's smart. He keeps the production schedule going. He's enough of a almost taskmaster where he's going to get you motivated to work, but he only asks you to do what you're interested in doing.
True.
Do you want
Yep.
to do this? Well, then why don't you do that? Because he's really good about putting you in an area of interest. And I love that. But the thing that I recognize most is Keith has not been to the convention in years
Oh, he isn't. Yeah,
because
as
he's
an
running it
attendee.
and he is not getting the social part of it as much. He's not getting lunch. I mean, literally, I will find him and I find him and give him lunch because he's got to have somebody to go get it because he's got a
Mm,
million things going on. And these are the types of things that we really have to understand with that position and with the planning committee in total. The guys that are on the ground working, they don't get to go to the convention.
no.
You hear people talk, "Oh, wow, did you hear so and so was so good?" No, I was, you know, I don't know, taping mic cords down or something like that. There's so million things going on. So I really, Keith, if you listen to this, man, you know that I respect you and I
Yeah.
really appreciate the work that you've done. And if we could pay you, anybody in this, if we could pay anybody in this organization, I would pay you and I would pay Paul Gordon because he's the treasurer and that is the most important position of any nonprofit ever.
Right.
So make
No
sure your
kidding.
money is where it needs to be. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
definitely.
Keith is doing great. And he has asked the question, who's going to do it next year?
I know. I heard
Because
about that.
it's
I'm like,
not him.
oh,
And I'm like, hey, I don't know. It's not going to be me. I can't do that job like well, I guess I could fake my way through it, but I cannot do it like he does it by any stretch. And I don't know if we've got anybody right now that can. He's just good.
yeah.
So we'll figure it out. If y'all want to run a convention, you let us know.
There you go. I did it for a couple years, so that
Mhm.
was it. Was I mean, I'll tell you what, man. The team that is
Yeah.
underneath you for that and walking alongside you with things is most invaluable group of people for getting a convention to
Yeah.
be going.
Well, I did hear you were running for the board again.
Oh Lord, jeez,
Joe put up
stop.
the
Yes.
thing.
Oh, the
I
annual
love you, Joe.
joke. Gosh. Yeah, Joe, you get to be face to face with Corey this year. You have fun. You see Joe
Nope.
running down the hall as he's being chased by her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw that post go up, and as soon as I did, I was like, all right, I'm waiting for it. And it did not take long for Joe to
Yeah.
jump on there and comment. And everybody, and there were quite a few others who were very quick to join the
That was me.
conversation. Yeah,
That
that
was
was
me.
you.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't
I
know
think we
how
all understand, but it's still funny.
it is still funny, but yeah. Anyway, it's just it gosh, it's just such a fun time just being at the convention and everything else. So I think that anybody who's listening to the show, that's going to be the conversation, along with the fact that we're going to try to get speakers and presenters and different people on between now and the convention. I know that Joe recently signed up to come on and talk about beer share and about photo walk stuff. We'll definitely do that. And also too, this is Joe's kind of hometown area. His family is from the Chicago area, so
Oh, cool.
he's very excited to be there. Yeah, like when we were in Milwaukee, he went and visited family in Chicago, and he and I went to a game at Wrigley that year. And so he's doing something similar where he's going to be meeting up with some people. I think he wants to go, I believe he's trying to go to kind of the area where his dad grew up. So that's just stuff like that is what's really cool about going to a convention like that. And there's some other fun elective extracurriculars that are taking place. There's a very unique brewery tour this year that's a little bit different than previous years. They, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be doing some sort of actual getting into a vehicle. I believe it looks like a barrel.
A big barrel.
Yeah, like a bus that they turned into a barrel, or a bus that, yeah, something like that. And so you're gonna get to do that, which is pretty interesting because one, it's a very unique ride. And two, it's just going to be a very different experience. So it's called the Barrel Run, and that's happening on Wednesday. So if anybody's coming in early, that's a Wednesday afternoon deal. And then I also seen where I don't know what exactly is going on with this. I imagine it's some sort of beautification project, but the service project is at a community garden. Alpaseo, I believe is how it's pronounced. I could be wrong, but who knows? We'll see what that is. I mean, in years past, we've done some cool stuff. I know for, I think it was San Antonio, they prepped a wall for a mural, and that was just finalized earlier this year. So
That's
that was
cool.
cool. So that was really cool to see sort of the final product of, we helped with this part, and then they brought in people who were very artistic to make it into this amazing art piece. That's kind of the cool thing about it. It's like, hey, let us come in and do sort of the grunt work of it, and then you bring in the person who has the vision and let them do this. And because that's when you do a project like that, you need people who are willing to get their hands dirty in that way.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's going to be other things I'm sure that are going to be coming in at that point, but I don't know. They're still being worked out, I guess. But there's always,
Yeah. Well, a lot of it too. And I think people really forget that the electives are put on by the membership.
yeah, we just
There's,
pick our
I
own
mean,
places to
like
go.
with the beer share and everything else like that, and everything, if you see something local, like you want to go to the botanical gardens or you want to go to the new Obama library or something like that, if you're going to go do these things during that week,
Yeah.
this is an opportunity to tell other people, hey, I'm going to go to the whatever.
Architecture boat tour.
Sure. And then just see if there's any interest with anybody else. And that's what it is. It's definitely just or of a grassroots type thing. And I've had a couple of times over the past couple of years where people go, wait, y'all don't pay for that? No, we don't do that. That's literally, it's a member driven elective, especially with the beer share, not the beer share. I'm sorry. The beer tour, the brewery tours. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get a van, but y'all need to figure out who's going to pay for it and who's going to drive it and all those things. And it's not something that the organization has ever provided.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that because not only because we don't have to pay for it, yay, because we don't have the money, but that it's something that comes from a person's passion.
Yeah.
You want to go on a brewery tour because that's something you want to do, and you can build that energy and that passion with the people that want to go with you. And it's just way more fun than if I put on a brewery tour. I wouldn't, because I don't know anything about it. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm going to call somebody and see what they think. So it's
Yeah.
really good that it's that grassroots membership thing.
So I'm going to leave everybody with this. One, HomeDadCon.org is where you can go to buy tickets and get more information about the convention. Two, Danny, you had mentioned last week talking about a convention that's close to you after HomeDadCon, and I was looking at the cost of that as I was like, oh, people always talk about like, HomeDadCon so expensive, and I'm like, is it really though? Like when you compare it to other conventions, and I put what it looked like to do the two, and man, just without even putting a hotel cost into it, without putting just all these other different things, like, and food isn't even included in the registration for that other one. I mean, it's already 500 and some odd dollars just to go to the convention, and that's not even including food in your hotel. And for our convention, it's only, what do we got? We're two, is it 235? Is that right? Yeah. Am I right on that or am I wrong? What's the number? I don't
300,
know. 300, 335?
the 335, depending on,
So, yeah,
I don't know where we're at,
335
but
for membership and registration. And that comes with food. That comes with meals.
get your lunch. Yeah.
So there's that. And also too, you stay in the hotel with the convention's at, and breakfast is there too. Much better deal, to be honest. But anyway, just
Yeah.
kind of wanted to put that out there because I know that's always a conversation piece. So hopefully, if anybody is still considering it, that's a conversation that will push you to coming and checking us out. Chicago, man, it's not that far for lots of people, and
Very central.
that's one of the great things about it. So the clock is ticking down,
Right.
and
We're into 90 days, y'all. You could
right.
get your poop in a group. We got to go.
Definitely. So there it is. We laid it out there for you. Hopefully, it was enough to convince you, and we'll hopefully see you in about 90 days. But until then, we will talk to you next week where we will have more rabbit trail conversations for you. So, y'all have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a dad, that's what I do.